Hi there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be talking about the latest Pat McGrath launch, which is her Divine Blush Duos. I have 4 of her regular Divine blushes in front of me. I have 2 of her highlighters. So I'm going to talk about what I like about these current blushes and highlighters, what could be improved, and then I'm going to take a look at the shades of the blush duos on her website and Instagram and talk about what I'm thinking about picking up and just give her my overall thoughts on this collection. So if you don't know, Pat is coming out with blush duos and some highlighters in her Divine collection. So these are limited edition, which surprises me a little bit because it seems like some of these duo combinations seems like people would want to have all the time or have access to all the time, because there are some bronzy shades in here. She does not have a bronzer really available to buy, so I would think she would want to have that available, so that's interesting. She always comes out with highlighters limited edition, so I don't know why we need more, but that's what's going on. So I want to talk about that a little bit. So yeah, let's get into it. I have done reviews on her blushes that I have. I have 4 of them, so I do like the formula. There is one shade that I particularly like because it's a different color than I normally gravitate towards. So there are, I think, some really beautiful shades in her collection, but I don't think you need every shade. And I did notice that these blush duos are $44 on the pricey side. These blushes are $39, but if I don't have too many details on the duos, but they look like they're the same size online. They're the same packaging. I don't know the weights. I don't have that detail. All it says is coming soon, so I can't really click on it, but this launch is coming out June 10th. So pretty soon. Hoping to get this video up and out there. With Pat McGrath launches, I know you guys want me to show you swatches and try things out as quickly as possible, but if you don't know already, Pat McGrath shipping is really delayed. So by the time I get the blushes, it will probably be around July, and then hopefully the blushes aren't sold out. So I like to do little pre-videos before launches come out to just kind of give you my thoughts on the collection to help you figure out what you want to purchase or not. So let's get into the current blushes, the Divine blushes. These are a part of her regular signature collection. You can still get these at any time. I'm gonna throw up some swatches of the highlighters I have and the blush shades. So I have the Divine Glow highlighter in Golden Nectar. She's come out with so many different highlighters over the years that I'm not exactly sure if this is still available. Does not look like it. I think that's the issue with her powder highlighters, is they're always limited edition, so I can't, even though I like them, I can't use them. But I'll throw up swatches of the highlights. I also got this one from Christmas, which was limited edition. I think it might have just been like holiday. I think this was a holiday launch. This is the Lunar Nude Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter. Really pretty. Both of these though, while they're pretty, they're not ones I reach for that often because they're a little bit darker than I want to be for my skin tone. They're a little bit tan or deeper champagne, so I don't reach for them that much. I want that cool toned highlight, which I'm not sure is coming out with this new collection, unfortunately, which really stinks. Like, she needs a cool toned highlighter, and I really can't tell. Maybe Lunar Allure might be from the photos. It says glimmering platinum. It does look really light, but I can't tell if it is like as light as I want to be. So anyways, so those are the 2 highlighters that I have. Like, I like them. The texture is really nice. It's beautiful packaging, but I'll go ahead and throw those swatches up now. All right, so hopefully you found those helpful. I think you can see like they're a little deeper than they come off in the pan. Now for the blushes that I have, going from lightest to darkest maybe. This is Flirtatious, and this is not one, this is one that's just okay. It's like a light brownish pink. I think for if you have really light skin, this is probably will work for you the easiest out of all the shades, but to me it's a little bit boring on me. It's the most natural, it's the most wearable, but I don't reach for it. It doesn't excite me, so I can't recommend it because these blushes are pricey. So I think you should get something that excites you, that's unique if you're gonna spend that much money. I do like the formula of these, but you know, blush, while yes, it should suit your skin tone, you should pick the one that suits your skin tone, it should also like make you happy if you're gonna spend that much money. So I don't like Flirtatious that much. It's kind of boring. This is Nymphette. This is a little bit more exciting. Nymphette is a soft pink with golden pearl, so it has a little bit of a sheen to it. I would compare this somewhat similarly to NARS Orgasm Blush because of the golden shimmer to it. I think it's more of a richer pink shade. It's pretty, but not something I feel like you need to buy from Pat McGrath. There's other shades out there like that. The next pink one I have, I do a lot of pink blushes. This is the Divine Rose Blush. So this is a very standard kind of mauve-y rose. They call it a cool mauve demi matte, so there's no shimmer in this one. This one's a little bit deeper for me. It's nice, it's not a bad one. If I had to do it again, this probably would be one of the ones I would get again. And then the last one, which was the one I didn't get in my original purchase of blushes, something I got later after people raved about. This is Desert Orchid, not a color I normally go for because it's like orange, golden, peach. Not something that's a typical color for me, but I love this one the most. And this one I would recommend because it's unique, it's got some shimmer to it, the color is beautiful, and it works for light skin tones. You might have to use a lighter hand and kind of treat it maybe more like a bronzer all over the face. If you don't want the color like this just in one spot, you might have to put it up here and, you know, elsewhere. But I love this shade. So if I had to recommend any from the core collection, I would recommend Desert Orchid. And I only have 4 shades. I'm not planning on picking any more of the regular Divine blushes. This one I would pick up. So I just wanted to note that. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the swatches of these. I know those are concentrated blush swatches. They're not gonna look like that on your cheek. That's me with my finger going like this. So, you know, take that what you will, but I think you can see the tones of the blushes at least, and hopefully you can kind of figure out what you'll like. All right, so on to this new collection. My gossipy thoughts on this collection. I'm confused. I'm very confused by it. I don't know why we need more blushes. Like when she came out with the blushes, everyone was excited. A lot of people bought a lot of them, and there are quite a few shades, but I'm confused why we need more. Why do we need more blushes? Like none of them are sold out right now. Of the original collection, they're all in stock. Like I don't know that the demand they say is there is really there for more blush shades. The only thing that's sold out in the original blushes is the total collection package, which is almost $300. That's sold out. Otherwise, it looks like the bundles, customizable bundle, if you wanted to get 3 blushes, are still in stock. So I don't know. I don't know that the demand was there to do a new version, a limited edition blush set. So there are 6 duos of the blushes. Some of them look boring, not gonna lie. They don't look very unique. They look wearable, but not super exciting. And then there are 3 that do excite me. So half of them I'm like, about. The other half I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I get it. I think the more I saw things on Instagram, it made a little bit more sense. But just at the face, like another version of these blushes, it's like, why? How about you just come out with single bronzers in one shade? I think we would all love that. But maybe Pat's aesthetic is not really into bronzers. Maybe this is more her style when it comes to bronzing, like doing blush and bronzer at the same time. I don't know. So these duos are considered like a draping combination. So a blush and a contour. And that doesn't necessarily mean like a brown shade with a blush. It's just 2 different color combinations. So there's like purple lavender shade plus coral as a combo. There is red and purple as a combo. There's like a light pink with like a peachier pink. So that's the kind of contour duo that she is talking about. So it's not typical in the sense of you think of like a contour duo. This must just be her artistic style that I just wasn't aware of. That's fine. I'm just like, I don't know that we needed it, you know? And then she has 4 new highlighters in different shades. And they look like, it looks like the packaging is like this. There's no embossing on the highlighter. It's just a flat powder. $48. There's glimmering platinum, pale champagne gold, warm golden peach, and bronze mirage. I am gonna tell you right now, I'm probably not gonna pick up the highlighter unless I see some sort of amazing swatch before the launch of Lunar Allure that makes me think it's gonna be cool toned. I don't know. I probably will hesitate to pick it up because it's a $50 highlight and I already have 2 that I don't use that much. So I'm really hesitant on buying much from this collection. At most, I might get 3 of the duos, but I'll probably end up only getting 2. So let's talk about the duos and talk about the shades. So the lightest, most boring shade in my opinion is Aphrodite Amore. This is soft coral rose with moonlit pearl. This looks really light on the swatch. On Instagram, they have like an arm swatch of all this. And this one just looks very light and not really exciting. So skipping that one, on to the next one, which is an interesting combo, I have to say. But I think on the skin, I'm not gonna be that thrilled about it. Just looking at the swatch that they have. This is I don't know how to say this. Venetian Sunrise, and it's semi-cool pink demi matte. This is the one with the lavender and the pink. They say cool pink, but it looks kind of coral to me. That might be an interesting kind of draping combination, but I don't know that I'm gonna love it. If it ends up being a fan favorite, I'll probably pick it up later if it's still available, but it makes me nervous. The next one is Vivid Coral Rose with glowing pink pearl. It looks like a peachy and a pink together, which is not super interesting to me. I mean, I think, again, it's kind of similar to that Orgasm peachy pink combination with the gold and the pink. I don't know, not super exciting to me. So that was Divine Rose 2, the Vivid Coral Rose with glowing pink pearl. I think I'm gonna pass on that one. The next 3 are definitely more exciting and definitely ones I'm considering. Cosmic Coral, it's a neutral coral demi matte. Now these 3 are probably not meant for my skin tone, but I don't care. Cosmic Coral, it looks like a bronzer shade, okay, a deeper brown with a coral blush. Now I don't know if it's shimmery at all, it may not be, but that looks pretty and interesting. I'll probably have to use a light hand, but that combo looks nice. The next one is Paradise Glow. This is Bronze Sienna with Golden Pearl. To me, this might be the closest we're gonna get to a bronzer for Pat McGrath, so I'm gonna pick it up, even though, again, probably not meant for me in the way that she intends it. So probably, you know, we'll see. Those two are probably my top choices because they have like a bronzer shade in them. I don't know if it's gonna be a flattering bronzer shade. Is it gonna be too warm for me? Who knows? But with these launches, you just kind of have to chance it. And then the last one is really interesting. This is Night Bloom Amaranth. I cannot talk. Amaranth Red Demi Matte. This is like a deeper purple and a very bright, warm tone red. It looks super scary in the swatches, but also very appealing to me. I don't think I'm gonna get it because I probably won't use it much in everyday life, but it looks fun. It looks bright, it looks scary, probably not meant for me, but you know, that's it. So my top choices are Cosmic Coral and Paradise Glow because they seem different for Pat, and different option for me in my entire makeup collection, just because I mean, it's been a while since I've bought a bronzer, but in terms of like these color combos, they look different, at least at first. Now when I get them, they might be similar to something I already have, but at first glance, they look different to me. So that's where my mind's heading with this collection. I'm a huge Pat McGrath fan. I have lots of videos on her, on a lot of her different products. I don't love every product. You know, you can tell that like I'm critical of what she comes out with. $44 for these. That's why I'm like, I need to limit this purchase to 2. I know she probably will have 10% off if you purchase like on launch day, but oh my gosh. It's hard, I think, to buy something like this that you're like, well, do I really need it? It's not like a super exciting launch. And then, you know in the back of your mind, well, it's gonna arrive late. I'm not gonna be able to get the review out for you guys when you need it. If you guys have insights on Pat McGrath shipping, what's going on, please comment below for everyone. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I know her latest launch before this was a new cream highlight shade, and then a skincare product, which everyone was confused by. I mean, everyone's coming out with skincare, but it was like an expensive freaking essence. The Rose Essence, and Rose is a scent that I feel like, yes, it smells expensive, but so polarizing for people. It's almost $90, $86 for her essence. And then she came out with a new cream highlighter shade, a highlight product that's been out for years. All of a sudden she came out with a new shade of, which I do not honestly see a lot of people using on YouTube, that cream highlight. It's like a balm on one side, a cream highlight on the other. I rarely see anyone use. And she came out with a very lavender highlight shade, which I can't imagine is a popular shade that people buy. So I'm kind of perplexed by the launches out this year. I mean, we had the Bridgerton 2, which I didn't buy any of, and I have no regrets. I think I thought the packaging looked cute, but a lot of people that bought it and had it in person thought it was not great and cheap looking and bulky and big, and I could see that. So I'm glad I didn't pick it up. I don't know. I've can't wait for another Mothership. I wonder if there is going to be a Mothership out, a new one this summer. I don't know what direction she's going to go in. As always, I hope it's a cool tone palette because we haven't had one that was mostly cool tones since her very first one. She's been on this Divine Rose train for a long time. I'm ready to get off of it. I am rambling here. I can talk a lot about like what I want to see from this brand. Are you guys over this brand? Do you like not want to see anything from this brand anymore? I always like her motherships. I think they're beautiful, but I have to say they're not palettes that I reach for, but I know that I should. You know, do you ever get that feeling if you have a few of them, like they're part of your collection but not in your everyday rotation because you just forget about them? I don't know. That's what it is for me, but they're great. I love them. I don't know if she's gonna come out with another one. We'll see. All right, guys, that is my thoughts on this Divine Blush Duo and Glow collection. Let me know your thoughts below, what you're planning to pick up. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.